and welcome to Chicago Reacts. My name is Lauren.
And I'm Jordan.
And today we are looking at a video. This one is entitled Scariest Tornado Ever. This was suggested by a viewer, so I'm getting to it. I got there. I did it. I'm doing it. It's going to be a tornado video. I've been in one tornado.
I have never.
One tornado.
I've been in deadly snowstorms that are historic, and people know about them when I mention them.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just in a weird tornado that's like everyone was like, why is this happening? Because it was in Baltimore. And so it was like, we don't get tornadoes. What is this?
Yeah.
But we did get one. Several people, I didn't actually see the funnel cloud on that one because I was dog sitting and the dog was terrified of rain in general. And so yeah, he needed me to hold him. So I was like crouched in the laundry room just like holding this bulldog who was like shaking in terror. I was like, I'm sorry, baby. But also, wow, I can't see the house next door. That's a lot of rain. Oh my God, that's a lot of wind. I was like, oh, okay, this is a lot. This is a lot.
That is terrifying.
And we went out and like just branches and trees were down. Like I live near the woods and there was just like the skyline of the forest was different because at least like trees were just scooped out. They were just gone. And it was just like, oh, well, like one house, like there was 3 houses that their front doors were all blocked because this tree had fallen down in front of across the lawns of all 3 of them. Like just a lot of like trees, a lot of property issues, but like only like in my neighborhood, only one house had like roof damage. There was like one tree fell on one roof and like lightning had struck the gutter of somebody else. It was like almost no actual damage to the houses. Like it was wild. We're like, oh, like I mean, somebody lost their patio furniture. But only one person lost their patio furniture.
It's like, I mean, that's the best case scenario. It's like I was looking for new furniture anyway.
Well, in general, it was just like surprise. Because the entire neighborhood was just like, what just happened here?
Yeah.
But there was very little damage. Like, I mean, a lot of trees and stuff, but very little actual property damage. No one got hurt. Like.
That's good. That's always good to hear. I mean,
especially because we would have had we have no tornado sirens. Like
yeah.
we don't have
any of the
infrastructure.
Yeah.
Like we didn't know what was gonna happen. Like, oh, okay, that could have been so much worse.
Well, as the climate gets more crazy, which is what we discovered in Buffalo, New York, like not this past Christmas, the Christmas before that, we discovered that the infrastructure we have in place to help does not help. Because I watch people get pulled from cars, frozen to death. It was really interesting.
Awful.
Yeah.
Well, this is not about blizzards. So we're not going to see anyone frozen to death.
Good. We're going to see people fly through the air, probably?
Or cows or something. Something's going to fly through the air.
Cows.
All right. The Scariest Tornado Ever by Pecos Hank. Let's go.
On April 29th, 2017, multiple tornadoes would touch down east of Dallas, Texas, 2 of them deadly.
I've got a woman. I'm taking her to the hospital.
All right, be careful. A stationary boundary positioned over the town of Canton would serve as a track for tornadoes to train down, one after another.
Oh, wow.
Man, it's heading right for town.
For the folks in Canton, the nightmare was never ending.
Oh my God, those people gotta get out of here. Those people gotta get out of here. They're gonna die.
For a veteran storm chaser, the 3rd and largest tornado of this family was the scariest tornado I've ever witnessed.
Oh man, this thing is moving fast.
I mean, that was big.
Tracking highly visible tornadoes over open land is more mesmerizing than scary. Continuous, clear view of the rain-free storm base helps you predict storm motion as you gawk with confidence.
Because if it's coming straight at you, that's when the problem's happening, right? Like if it doesn't look like it's moving. If you're looking at the tornado and it looks like it's stationary, that's when you're in trouble. From what I recollect.
No tornado knowledge whatsoever.
Okay. Well, we do get warnings here a lot, and like we've touched down in Chicago several times. But like basically it's like they tell you to go inside and stay in the basement or whatever. What we usually do is we stay outside until the sky turns green. Once the sky like starts changing color on you, and like it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon in August, but it's suddenly like greenish blue, it's time to go inside. That's when we leave. That's when we start taking. Because like until then, it's just like there's some wind. It's not even that windy usually. Sometimes there's some rain, thunder, like. But it's until the sky changes color. That's when you gotta worry. But like if you actually see the funnel cloud, if it looks like it's not moving, that's when you get to safety.
All right, I know now because you never know what I'll encounter.
If it's moving, even if it looks like it's coming towards you, you might still be all right. You should still probably get to safety if you see the funnel cloud. But like, it's if it's still, that's when you're in trouble because it's not still.
The first tornado I witnessed was small and rain-wrapped, causing only EF0 damage to trees and barns east of Canton. After this weak tornado dissipated, a large killer was developing upstream and racing toward town.
We're riding its path right here. Gonna jump over these trees any second now.
High precipitation storm modes with low cloud bases tracking swiftly over thick forest are extremely risky conditions to chase in. If you could see through this wall of trees, you might see the low contrast silhouette of the deadly tornado 60 seconds before crashing into you, and at 30 seconds away. In these conditions, at 15 seconds before impact, you still might be completely unaware of your fate.
That's terrifying. Oh my god.
Wow, that's actually really cool, even though it's imminent death.
I mean, we are watching. Thank God we're watching it on screen.
Those people gotta get out of here. Oh my God, those people gotta get out of here. They're gonna die.
It's really interesting to see the before and afters that he's putting in this video right now.
Great editing.
I mean, fantastic.
Oh man, those people better get out of there.
Trying. Wow.
The shrouded tornado badly damaging houses right behind me will strengthen to one of the most powerful tornadoes of 2017. It will level a 2-story brick home and sweep much of the foundation slab clean of debris. Many people will be injured and 2 will lose their lives before this EF4 finally dies.
That's it right there. That's it.
Meanwhile, another powerful killer tornado is developing to the south.
Just got a glimpse of it. Alright, there it is.
There's those cows that you were worried about.
Let's go get it.
But do you see what I mean about like the sky, like the color of the atmosphere here though? Like this is probably middle of the day. And it's different than a regular thunderstorm.
While positioning for a closer view, the trees obscure clues that this intensifying tornado is moving much faster than I calculated.
Okay, we're right in its path.
That's the best place to be.
Is it dying? I can't tell.
Oh my gosh.
I hope there's no people in those trailers.
That's all the trees, like, and you can't see barely anything.
Damn. Oh man, I'm inside the bear's cage and it is. Oh, we're too close. Gotta run. Gotta run, gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. It's coming.
I'm like,
Was that his car moving from the wind?
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming fast.
When the professional storm chaser is like, gotta go.
Yeah, that's when you know we're in trouble. Oh gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Those cars.
Oh God, no, that's yeah. Oh God, no.
That is just
drive. No, what are you doing? Please drive. Maybe
they're out right now. They're okay. They got far enough away for the moment.
Okay.
Oh my God, look at all of that.
You guys better run. Okay.
Now they're going again. Oh my God.
Scared the hell out of me.
Still, it's just.
Oh, it's coming fast. Gotta go.
It's so
okay, I think
massive.
I can watch it safely here. A little too close.
Oh my God.
Oh man. Once it passes. Let's listen to it.
It just melts.
It's heading right for town.
At this moment, a wedding venue is being overrun with 20 people crammed in an interior bathroom. After the mile-wide tornado passes, it will be the only room still standing. Everyone will survive.
I mean,
that's why
like
you should know things like that. Like, no, this room will survive. Like,
well, that's why they tell you to go into like bathrooms. If you can't get underground, go into like bathrooms and like things with no windows and that kind of thing. But that's still insane. Like, if there was another, what if there was another bathroom? And there's probably another bathroom in the wedding venue. So like the fact that the one that they all went into, that's the one that survived. It's stuff like that that makes me be like, maybe there is a God. Like looking out for someone, like looking out for those folks. Like,
yeah,
that's just like you leave that bathroom and you're just, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Make you appreciate your life.
Yeah.
That's what I would do if I walked right out and just realized that I was now in vacuous space in which there was an entire venue.
Frick. It reminds me of that scene in Day After Tomorrow where like the janitor's outside, like in the hallway, and there's just this like the tornadoes are going through and there's this massive sound, and then he like he opens the door at the end of the hall where he had two other characters who had just been in there, and the whole building is just sheared clean off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, huh.
I remember that scene.
And there it is.
Tornado is now destroying a Dodge dealership, tossing cars up to a half a mile.
Oh my God.
A woman was killed as her car was thrown from the interstate into a field. Another man will lose his life, as well as many farm animals.
The sound.
It looks like it's over a lot of trees. I mean, there's houses everywhere out here, but it missed the main part of town. We're gonna have to go check on these people.
After the tornado has passed, hazards are scattered everywhere. Twisted metal, spears of splintered wood and nails, glass and rebar.
Wires everywhere, I can't.
Power lines down to cross lawns, roads, and wreckage can easily kill you, even if you are standing several feet away, especially in wet conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Your throat and nostrils often burn from broken lines pouring gas into the air. The worst thing you can do while trying to assist tornado victims is become a casualty yourself.
I just saw another tornado right there. There's a tornado following it right in there. See it? There's another one. You guys can keep chasing if you want. Alright. I guess I could go check out in that field for people. Oh, damn it, there's cars. Be right back.
At this moment, I'm running out to check this vehicle for possible victims. It never occurred to me to check this leveled pile of rubble for survivors. On the way, a woman had crawled out of that mangled rubble. She was badly bleeding from her head and watching over her husband, who was lying on the concrete with a broken neck.
I've got the woman. I'm taking her to the hospital.
All right, be careful.
The woman in my car had lost just about every material possession she had.
How you doing back there? I'm good. She said she's good.
Despite the injuries to her and her husband, she hadn't lost her faith or her sense of humor.
And your name again?
Hank. I forgot your name.
Good. I don't feel so bad.
The gravity of the situation was offset with joking and gratitude, and I tell you, I might have met a stronger
glad he
woman,
got some
but I
people,
can't remember when.
We're tested, then we moan, and then we have a testimony.
Before walking together into the ER, with blood running down her face, she paused to say a prayer for me.
Father God, I just thank you for Hank. I ask you to protect him in his storm chasing, and that you bless him and his wife for everything he's done for us.
Amen.
She seems sweet.
The next morning,
And she was joking like that, and she looked like that.
Yeah.
That is strength of character right there. And also maybe shock.
when I was cleaning my car, I found a gun she left in the back seat. Welcome to Texas, y'all. Shortly after all this craziness, I had the honor of meeting up with Vicky and her family for dinner and more joking and storytelling. Vicky and her husband Jim are recovering and slowly rebuilding, but as you can imagine, they've accumulated a ton of bills. If you'd like to help them out, there's a fund drive helping to rebuild their community of Fruitvale, a little town just outside of Canton. If you donate $20 or more, you could win a free Mustang convertible or a Harley Davidson. I'll leave that link in the description below. If you're struggling to pay bills yourself, even sharing this info can help them out. Till next time, Vicky, happy trails.
Oh, wow. That was a lot.
Yeah. You know,
Weather's scary.
something interesting about the sound that you hear when that's happening is that's where a lot of folklore comes from, that tornadoes were just like a cacophony of witches singing. Like,
Oh, I mean, I was thinking demons, but witches singing is good.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like I was like, yeah, I can see why people believed in like monsters like that. Like if that's the sound that the tornado is making.
But like, what is that? Like without any meteorological knowledge or like
Well, I mean, like
knowledge
just
of air
that
pressure,
amount
all
of
that.
wind is crazy.
I think it was a scary witch singing too.
Oh my gosh, yep, for sure. I would definitely come up with something. That's monstrosities. Wow. I'm glad, like, we are in an area where tornadoes are possible, but we don't really get big ones like this. I think partly it's like it's easier for them to show up over more flat land, and there's just a lot of stuff around here. And also I think we're a little far north for like proper like F4 tornadoes, and we haven't had an F5 tornado in America, like in the world, I don't think, and since like 2013 I think was when the last F5 tornado happened. Because this was an F4, he was saying.
It was 17, right?
Yeah. So that, wow. Like, I like thunderstorms, but tornadoes are scary.
Yeah, I love a good thunderstorm.
I love a thunderstorm.
I love a good thunderstorm. I don't even know. This is just like that was just like kind of wild to watch, and I'm like kind of glad I don't live in an example of that. But yeah, just making comparisons and thinking of some things.
Yeah,
it's like, okay,
for sure.
How do we protect ourselves in situations like
Basement.
The basement.
You go to the bit, like that's the thing. You just go to the basement, go to a place with no windows, like find a smallish kind of space like that. Like that's your best bet, because usually like the houses don't usually collapse in; they get swept off. So like it's different than in an earthquake.
Do you know if the bathtub thing is actually a safe bet, especially the clawfoot ones? If you have clawfoot ones. Something I'd heard before.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like, again, if you can't find a basement, then a windowless bathroom is the next best suggestion. So, I mean, getting into a bathtub, sure, like if you lie down in it, I think that would make sense, because people have survived by just being in a ditch, because the tornadoes kind of go straight across, and like they will sometimes jump, but they don't usually go down.
Okay.
Like, so people can live if they're just like in a slightly lower area than the rest of like the ground that's above them. If they get stuck outside, like that's usually the best way to go, is down. So I think that getting into a bathtub, if that's your only option, would be okay. I mean, at least it's a better chance than not.
That's a good thing to know now. Now that I live in the Midwest.
Yeah, and honestly, like every year there's a couple of tornado in the summer. There's a couple of tornado like watches, and like one or two maybe tornado warnings, and like, but I've only once since living here has the tornado warning actually been scary. Like it with the sky changing color and the wind, like the branches like tearing through the porch, and like there was only one time so far that it's like yeah, we might actually want to go to the basement. We didn't, and it was fine. We didn't actually, it didn't get to that point, but yeah. Okay. Scary. That was, I can see why it's, listed as the scariest tornado ever. It's like when the professional storm chaser is telling you to leave. It's like, actually, we gotta go. Fair.
Great job. That must be exciting to do, though.
Oh, yeah.
It's really cool to watch him do.
And again, I really liked the editing, the before and after of like the same of the stretch. Like it really gives you a sense of scale and like how much actual destruction and damage happened. That's all right.
And also the amount of danger he was putting himself in.
Yeah. Well, if you liked this video and you want to see more from us about this particular channel, there's another video here that says most powerful tornadoes ever recorded from the same creator. So if you want to see more stuff like this, go ahead and let us know in the comments. Give this video a like, and we will make that happen for you. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.